Welcome to our first episode of Village Views. My name is Jim Wayne, and I'm here to bring you Scotia news from our back patio. Let's first take a backward look at what's been happening around campus. Several residents have ventured to the GPAC at UNC Pembroke to experience and take a chance on the music of ABBA, and Mamma Mia was it a night to remember. I've heard it makes you feel like a dancing queen. The resident cookout is also always a big hit. You can find many residents joining together once a month for food and fellowship. All you need to do is bring your choice of meat to have cooked on the grill and a heavy appetite. Team trivia on Tuesday in the Highland Game Room continues to grow. I encourage you to come test your knowledge on trivia questions across various categories, not to mention the yummy hors d'oeuvres. We encourage you to share any pictures you have from trips or events with Sarah or Jake in the wellness department, so we can share them here with everyone on Village Views. Looking ahead, we're getting ramped up for this year's Bright Spire Olympics. Remember, the events this year have been split into fall and spring. Our golfers and puzzlers will be competing the week of September 23rd. All other events will be the following week. Men's billiards, women's bocce, chair volleyball, and walking will take place on Monday, September 30th at River Landing. Men's bocce, pickleball, and quiz bowl will be at Glen Eyre on Thursday, October 3rd. If you are a participant or a spectator, or if you are planning to ride the Scotia bus for either day, please sign up on ICON, formerly known as CareMerge. Scotia is filled with interesting stories. We're going to go on a detour to Corinne Sassa's apartment, where she's going to show off her unique taste in decor and fashion.
Hi, my name is Corinne Sassa, and I've lived at Scotia Village for the past 5.5 years, and I've been very happy here. And I would like to give you a tour of my modern apartment. The first thing I'd like to show you is the modern sculpture that my son made for me. I was going to buy one, but it was above my budget, so I described what I liked, and he looked for one and couldn't find it, so he made it for me. And this is what he came up with. And I'm so pleased with it. It's one of my prized possessions. I started liking this color combination that I have here in my living room when I was a young girl and worked in an office, and one of the women always wore black and white. And I became fascinated with that color combination and started using it for my wardrobe. Then I saw a picture in a magazine of a white and black and white living room, and I said, that's for me. And that's how I started using black and white as my color combination in my house. When I moved here, I lived in a condo, and I knew that I was going to have to downsize. So I got a diagram of my apartment here at Scotia, and I made pieces of my furniture to scale and set them up on the diagram exactly in the spot that I wanted to be in when I moved. And this is the way I set it up, and this is the way it still is, because I always keep something. Once I set something up the way I like it, I never change it, because that's the best way for it to look, that it looks the best that way. Pen and ink that my son did for me back in 1978 when we moved to this house. As you can see, the shrubberies are all very small because we had just moved in, and he and the trees don't have any leaves on them yet because it's winter, as you can see. The sun, it's a snow scene. And he put our name, Sassa, in the trees, as you might be able to see it there, S-A-S-S-A. I particularly like my dining room set, which I purchased when I first bought my first house. It was back in 1960. So this dining room set, the hutch, the dining room, the table and chairs are all 64 years old, and I still love them. They've made 7 moves with me, Scotia Village being my last, and will be my last. Thanks for coming on the tour. Enjoyed having you.
Thank you for sharing, Corinne. If you know a resident or a staff with a story to tell, please let either Jake or Sarah know so they can be featured on a future episode. Thank you for tuning in to Village Views. I'm Jim Wayne, and it's been a pleasure to bring the Scotia Village news to you. I'll send you out with a few laughs from the staff, and we'll see you next time.
Two guys walk into a bar. The third one ducked.
I'm not one to brag about my finances, but my bank calls me almost every day and lets me know that I have an outstanding account.